Hello, and how is everyone doing today? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're a returning viewer, glad to have you back, and welcome to another episode of Justin Talks Games. Um, Forgive me, I am sick again. I woke up and I just felt terrible last night. I was all stuffed up and just couldn't fall asleep, and I was fine all day yesterday. I don't know what was going on, and I just couldn't sleep last night, all stuffed up, and today, oh, just feel like crap. Anyways, before we get forward into our video, make sure to grab your drinks. I got some Neocitrin here. Make sure to grab your drinks and grab your snacks. I'm not having any snacks today, but make sure you have your snacks. Make sure you have your guys' drinks. And let's get into this. Today, I want to talk a bit about Umbrella Corps or Umbrella Corps, however you want to say it. Um, so the game is canon. I don't want to say too much because I do know some of the leaks and the rumors and stuff for Resident Evil 9. Um, that being said, I'm not going to spoil Resident Evil 9 at all. All I'm going to say is that Umbrella Corps or Corpse, however you pronounce it, like I said, is canon. So I kind of changed my view on Umbrella Corps a little bit. I'll call it Umbrella Corps because I don't know what to call it. I used to think it was the worst game ever. It was the worst Resident Evil game ever to exist. It was worse than Resident Evil 6. It was worse than everything. Um, reading, so the story is all text based. Um, and the gameplay, the single player gameplay is all of the online modes but offline. So like collecting samples, you shoot a bunch of zombies, you kill zombies, and you collect a sample. And there's like hard points modes where you hold the area and all that, and all these online modes are technically experiments within the main story mode, which some of them are a bit frustrating, but overall, I gotta be honest. Overall, like playing it now because I played it when it first came out, and I never wanted anything to do with it, but I've come around a little bit to it. I haven't finished it yet. I don't know what all areas are in the game. I know, excuse me, I know that there's a secret umbrella lab that you start off in. Then there is a tri-cell building, the Resident Evil 4 village, the Resident Evil 5 village. By the way, I like the Resident Evil 5 village better. Excuse me. In Umbrella Corps than I do Resident Evil 5. Like the main village hub area. And 5 where where you fight the Axeman and all that. It's completely different. Like you wouldn't even recognize it. The bus is there and the one main building is there, but other than that you would not recognize it. It's super duper expanded, and I like that much better. To be honest, I like that a lot better. um I'm hoping, I don't know if there is, but I'm hoping there is an RPD level in the game. That'd be really cool. um, but we'll see. Um, but yeah, so I don't hate the game or dislike the game as much as I did. It does have some interesting concepts to it. Like you can climb up walls, you can grab zombies, use them as shields. Um, One really cool feature that I wish they kept in the mainline Resident Evil games is when you open a door. Okay, when you open a door, you can grab the handle, and when you open it, you can actually control how much your character opens the door. Um, Kind of like the remakes of 2 and 3 in a sense. You know how Leon pushes them slowly and then he'll stop. But the difference is this guy, um, you have to push a button and he grabs the handle, right? And when you push it, he slowly pushes it open and he points the gun and stuff. He points the gun around. So you can actually, creep open and shoot through the door crack if you want to, and pull the door closed or open it all the way and stuff. There's some really cool features and stuff in Umbrella Corps, and it's unfortunate that the game has such a bad reputation. Understandably so. I know why it does. I mean, because Resident Evil is not a combat shooter game like they tried to do. But it has some really interesting features, and like that. And also using zombies as a shield. You can walk up, you can grab a zombie, and say you're playing the online mode, someone's shooting you, you can use a zombie as a shield. Or if you run out of ammo while you're doing the single player mode, man, sorry, I do apologize for all the coughing. What was I saying? So for the single player mode, you say you run out of ammo, you can sneak up, you can grab zombies, and you can kill them. And it's just so cool. There's these things. There's they're good. Like I said, there's a lot of cool features in Umbrella Corps, but just the game itself fell flat, and it's because they tried to make it an online tactical. To put it into perspective of how bad this game failed, um, basically there was DLC for your characters, right, that you could buy, and they'd be like different masks. In the form of characters, so you can buy like a Wesker mask, and you put the mask on, and the guy's head would look like Wesker. There's different battle suits or whatever you want to call them and stuff. It's just some really interesting stuff and some weapons and stuff. But put in perspective, all those things were paid DLC when they first released. They got to a point where Capcom just updated the game through the minute because no one was buying anything. Also, the online's pretty much dead. No one touches that game. But I went back to it because it was, like I said, it's canon. So I went back to it and I'm playing through it. And overall, it's not bad. It's not nearly as bad as what I remember. So I'm enjoying it. Since it is canon now, I probably will do a game series on it. I know that won't get a lot of views at all. But I might as well do it because as I told you guys, I'm trying to do every canon game. And I have every canon game, but now I got to do Umbrella Corps because that's canon now. So yeah, so I just want to talk a little bit about Umbrella Corps, kind of change my view on it a little bit, and say I am enjoying my time with it, to be honest. But that's the thing. Would I want another Resident Evil game like this? Absolutely not. No, please don't make this type of game again, Capcom. If you're reading this message, which you're most definitely not reading this message, yeah, definitely don't make another game like this. But I am enjoying my time with it now a lot more than what I did, years ago. So eventually look out for those videos. I have no clue when I'm going to do them. For all I know, 9 will come out. I'll start working on 9 videos and I'll completely forget about Umbrella Corps. But I will do them one day. So look out for them. And yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Umbrella Corps and say that I've changed my opinion on it a little bit going back, and I guess that's about it. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.